Welcome everyone to this advanced lesson on nutrient processing. As future IFBB nutrition specialists, you'll need a deep understanding of how the body handles the macronutrients and micronutrients your clients consume. This isn't just about knowing what to eat, but why specific foods and nutrients are crucial for bodybuilding goals and how the body actually uses them. We will cover everything in detail today. Let's start. Why is this deep dive into nutrient processing so important? Because bodybuilding is not a one-size-fits-all endeavor. Your clients will have different genetics, training styles, and goals. To truly optimize their results, you need to understand the mechanisms behind nutrient utilization. This allows you to tailor meal timing, choose the right supplements, and create truly personalized plans. If a client is struggling with digestion or recovery, you'll be equipped to identify the root cause and adjust their plan accordingly. This level of understanding is what distinguishes a good nutrition coach from an exceptional one. Let's start with a broad overview. The digestive system is essentially a sophisticated processing plant. Food enters the mouth, and the journey begins. We have mechanical breakdown, chewing, and chemical breakdown, enzymes. Each organ plays a specific role. The stomach is highly acidic. The small intestine is the primary site of absorption, and the liver and pancreas provide essential enzymes and bile. The large intestine primarily absorbs water and electrolytes. The ultimate goal is to get those nutrients out of the digestive tract and into the bloodstream, where they can be used for energy, building muscle, and other vital functions. Carbohydrates are the body's primary fuel source, especially for high-intensity activity like weightlifting. Digestion starts in the mouth with salivary amylase, but the acidic environment of the stomach temporarily stops this process. The real action happens in the small intestine. The pancreas releases pancreatic amylase, a powerful enzyme that breaks down complex carbohydrates into smaller chains. Then, enzymes located on the surface of the intestinal cells, the brush border enzymes, perform the final step, breaking these chains into single sugar molecules, glucose, fructose, and galactose. These are the forms the body can absorb. Once we have those monosaccharides, how do they get into the bloodstream? Glucose and galactose use a sodium cotransporter. Think of it like a revolving door that needs both sodium and the sugar molecule to turn. This is an active process requiring energy. Fructose uses facilitated diffusion. It needs a helper protein, but it doesn't directly require energy. Once inside the intestinal cells, these sugars move into the capillaries and are transported directly to the liver via the hepatic portal vein. The liver acts as a processing and distribution center. So why is this crucial for bodybuilders? Carbohydrates are the primary fuel for intense workouts. Pre-workout carbs provide the energy needed to push through heavy sets. Post-workout, they're essential for replenishing glycogen, the stored form of carbohydrate in muscles. This replenishment is vital for recovery and growth. Importantly, carbohydrate intake triggers the release of insulin. Insulin is often demonized, but for bodybuilders, it's a powerful anabolic hormone. It helps shuttle nutrients into muscle cells. However, remember that individual carb needs are highly variable. Factors like training volume, body fat percentage, and insulin sensitivity all play a role. Now, let's move on to protein, the building block of muscle. Protein digestion starts in the stomach, where the enzyme pepsin, activated by the acidic environment, begins breaking down the complex protein structures. However, the majority of protein digestion occurs in the small intestine. The pancreas releases a cocktail of proteases: trypsin, chymotrypsin, and carboxypeptidase, that work together to break down proteins into smaller peptides and individual amino acids. Like with carbohydrates, brush border enzymes finish the job, ensuring that we have free amino acids ready for absorption. Amino acids, the building blocks of protein, are primarily absorbed through active transport, again using that sodium cotransporter. This highlights the importance of adequate sodium intake, especially for athletes. Some small peptides can also be absorbed, but the vast majority is broken down to individual amino acids. Like carbohydrates, these amino acids enter the bloodstream and travel to the liver. For bodybuilders, protein is king. Amino acids are the essential building blocks for muscle protein synthesis, the process of building new muscle tissue. Post-workout protein is particularly important, as it provides the necessary resources to repair the muscle damage caused by intense training and stimulate growth. But it's not just about post-workout. Consistent protein intake throughout the day is crucial to maintain a positive nitrogen balance, meaning you're taking in more protein than you're breaking down. Bodybuilders need significantly more protein than the average person. Dietary fats or lipids are essential for hormone production, cell membrane structure, and energy storage. While some minor fat digestion occurs in the mouth and stomach, the small intestine is where the real action happens. The key here is emulsification. Bile salts, produced by the liver and stored in the gallbladder, act like detergents, breaking down large fat globules into tiny droplets. This vastly increases the surface area for pancreatic lipase, the main fat-digesting enzyme, to work its magic. Lipase breaks down triglycerides into free fatty acids and monoglycerides. Fat absorption is unique. The products of fat digestion combine with bile salts and other substances to form micelles, tiny transport packages. These micelles ferry the fatty acids and monoglycerides to the surface of the intestinal cells. Once inside, these components are reassembled into triglycerides and packaged into chylomicrons. Crucially, chylomicrons don't enter the bloodstream directly. Instead, they enter the lymphatic system via lacteals, specialized vessels in the small intestine. They eventually enter the bloodstream, bypassing the liver initially. This is different from carbohydrates and proteins. Fats are often misunderstood in the bodybuilding world. While it's true that excessive fat intake can hinder body composition goals, healthy fats are absolutely essential. They're crucial for hormone production, including testosterone, which is vital for muscle growth. Fats also provide a concentrated source of energy. Essential fatty acids, like omega-3s, play important roles in reducing inflammation and supporting overall health. Focus on incorporating healthy fat sources into your clients' diets. While not a major energy source, nucleic acids, DNA and RNA from our food, are also digested and absorbed. Pancreatic nucleuses break them down into nucleotides, and then brush border enzymes further break these down into their individual components: nitrogenous bases, sugars, and phosphate ions. These components are absorbed and transported to the liver, just like carbohydrates and amino acids. Micronutrients, vitamins, and minerals are vital for countless bodily functions, including muscle contraction, nerve function, and enzyme activity. Fat-soluble vitamins are absorbed along with dietary fats, highlighting the importance of including healthy fats in the diet. Water-soluble vitamins use various transport mechanisms. Vitamin B12 is unique, requiring a special protein called intrinsic factor for absorption. Electrolyte absorption is often linked to other nutrients. For example, sodium is co-transported with glucose and amino acids. Iron and calcium absorption are particularly interesting, as the body carefully regulates their uptake based on its needs. This table provides a concise summary of everything we've covered. It's a valuable resource for you to refer back to. Notice the patterns, the reliance on specific enzymes, the different absorption mechanisms, and the distinct pathways for fats versus other nutrients. Beyond the macronutrients, we need to consider other factors. Fiber, while not directly providing energy, in the same way as carbs, plays a crucial role in digestive health. Soluble fiber can help regulate blood sugar, while insoluble fiber promotes regularity. Food sensitivities, like lactose intolerance, can significantly impair nutrient absorption and cause discomfort. The gut microbiome, the trillions of bacteria in our gut, is increasingly recognized as a key player in overall health, including nutrient breakdown and even mood regulation. All of this reinforces the need for individualized nutrition plans. Let's apply our knowledge to a real-world scenario. Imagine a client complaining of bloating and gas, particularly after large meals. This is a common complaint. Potential causes could include insufficient digestive enzyme production, food sensitivities, or an imbalance in gut bacteria. We might recommend smaller, more frequent meals, experimenting with different carbohydrate sources, or adding a digestive enzyme supplement. We'd need to investigate further to pinpoint the exact cause. Here are some potential solutions. We could try smaller, more frequent meals to reduce the burden on the digestive system. An elimination diet, such as a low FODMAP diet, can help identify trigger foods. Increasing fiber gradually is important, as too much too soon can worsen bloating. Digestive enzyme supplements can provide extra support for breaking down food. Probiotics can help improve gut health. Betaine HCl is a more advanced consideration used if low stomach acid is suspected, but this should be done with caution and ideally under the guidance of a medical professional. Further testing, like food sensitivity testing or stool analysis, might be necessary in some cases. Another common scenario, the dreaded plateau. A client is training hard and eating what they believe is a good diet, but they're not seeing results. We need to ask critical questions. Are they actually in a calorie surplus, or are they underestimating their intake? Is their protein intake sufficient, and are they timing it strategically around workouts? Are there any underlying digestive issues that might be hindering nutrient absorption? To address this plateau, we need a multi-pronged approach. First, ensure they're truly in a calorie surplus by accurately tracking their intake. Optimize protein intake, both in terms of total daily amount and timing around workouts. Address any potential digestive issues that might be limiting nutrient absorption. Consider blood work to rule out hormonal imbalances. And don't underestimate the importance of sleep and stress management. They're crucial for recovery and hormonal balance, which directly impact muscle growth. The most important takeaway from this entire lesson is the need for individualization. There's no magic formula that works for everyone. Genetics, training style, personal goals, and lifestyle factors all play a significant role. Continuous monitoring and adjustments are key. Be a detective, listen to your clients, observe their progress, and be willing to adapt your approach. And finally, always base your recommendations on evidence-based practice. Stay up to date with the latest research in nutrition science. Thank you for your time and engagement. I hope this lesson has provided you with valuable insights into the complexities of nutrient processing. Please feel free to reach out if you have any further questions or leave comments on the learning platform. I wish you all the best in your journey to becoming exceptional IFBB nutrition specialist.